I'm sitting here listening to you talk about a kid at your school.
The kid at my school goes by J Money. Yeah, we called him J Money. And now
Does he go by B Rad?
That'd be pretty cool. We don't have any Brads.
I was B Rad. That was me.
We don't have any Brandons either.
B Rad
Not
is
a soul.
B Rad is rad. That was me.
Brad. We should start this with someone under siege.
I was thinking someone's under siege and we bring back Quancho and Fritex. I mean, doesn't that fit so well?
Yeah, you're right. And then Seth will be doubly confused.
Seth's not here, but
well, when he listens.
When he gets there, yeah.
Got a book in the mail.
What is it? V for Vendetta. Nice.
I got 3 books in the mail.
Nice.
It's like a live unboxing here on the YouTube.
Live unboxing. We got V for Vendetta. We got...
It blurs it out.
Uncle Boon Me's Volcano. Got it.
Oh! The last one.
It's a big one, guys. Oh my goodness, it's a big one.
Oh, this one's for Alex.
Oh, gross.
I would put that back. All right, we're ready.
It was the latest edition of Playgirl.
It was. Fritex. I'm Fritex. Oh.
You're Fritex the Bard, I'm Quancho.
And we're under siege.
Who's sieging us?
I think we'll discover that on the way. Holy shit. All right, I'm ready.
Okay.
You frightened us.
I knocked your sign over. I'm ready.
Take your Playgirl, Maggie. Take your nudie mag.
The month is here.
Your nudie mag.
Hi, you dumb sucker.
It's a nudie mag.
Bye. She heard you.
Yeah. Okay, let's do this. Let's be under siege. Okay. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Freddy?
Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, play.
Quancho!
How are you, Fritex, my good sir?
Poor at the moment, Quancho. As you can see, we're surrounded in our castle. What's that? I don't even know the word for this.
I think it's surrounded, but like
in military.
It's like they're trying
been here for a while.
They're trying to seize us. It's like we're shaking in our boots like a seizure. And
Quancho, I think we're under siege.
Oh my God, we're under siege.
Quancho, and our enemies, of course, these dreaded Haitians.
Yes, the Haitians, the Nazi Haitians. Yes. Holy shit, they're everywhere.
They're putting our pets in concentration camps. It's terrible. These Haitians.
They're putting pets in concentration camps. They're eating the Jews. What are we going to do? Fritex the Bard.
We ought to defend something, Quancho.
What can the Bard do to defend? What is a Bard?
I shall sing a song of defense.
Oh, yes.
Hey, baby.
And you know me, Quancho. I'm the bouncer of the castle. I'm a fucking barbarian over here. Let's fuck some shit up.
Defend me, baby. Defend this dick. Why don't you defend me, baby? Defend on my nips. Come on, get my gun, and I'ma shoot it for fun, and I'ma shoot you in your fucking dick, motherfucker.
There's a deep breath you took there.
I was freestyling.
I know, it was good. I was ready for you to start freestyling in Siege in there, and
I go gun when I start going off the dome. There's only one. I'm not driving a car. I'm driving a train on the track with my freestyle. There's only gun, baby.
There's only one direction that man goes when he starts freestyling.
In the direction of the Second Amendment.
And it's south. Hey, we were on the same wavelength.
To the dick. That's right. Hello.
Hey, what's up? All of our big time fans would recognize that that's a classic intro. That's a good Quancho, Fritex coming back to you. It's been a whole season since we've heard from those bastards.
And good to know that they're still alive.
Yeah, I was worried.
Their cords of vocal. That's right.
I was very worried due to the Haitians and the Nazis and all that stuff.
Timely of us, I should say.
Yes, very. A movie.
And politics, right?
And politics, yes.
And like vaping news. What's new in the latest of the vaping world?
I don't think I have any. You work in a high school. You're around vaping a lot.
We actual story. We had a PIR day today, which means it was like a teacher's day, and it was at a different school. The whole reservation was there, all the reservation teachers, and the sensors were popping like crazy, the vape sensors. So these teachers, man.
It was even the teachers.
That's right.
Where did you all meet up?
At Ronan.
And it's because they only detect nicotine vape. You were doing your crack pipe, and they didn't pick up on that.
You can vape mushrooms now. And do you have questions? Because people have questions if they're like listening to a podcast and they're like, man, I got some questions for these guys. But I can't answer them.
It's like not unless somebody asks a question, you shouldn't be answering things.
And it's not like a dialogue, right? They're in their car yelling questions. We, spoiler alert, can't hear you people. Kelly.
Whoa, what do you mean, you people?
I mean Kelly's people.
Jewish people.
The underground? No, they're not them. People underground, underwater.
Underwater people, yes, underwater, of course. People.
We're talking to you.
Well,
I have questions.
I do have questions for you. First question. You like Jason Statham?
I don't think I've seen Statham.
Ever?
I don't think. Not even the one where he keeps bees in the most recent one. Or is that's his job? The beekeeper.
I think he's an assassin in it. We need to watch the beekeeper.
I think he's an apiarist.
I think he's both, and I think we need to watch the beekeeper for this podcast.
It depends, how this thing turns out. This vehicle, how it crash out. Kids love saying crash out, by the way.
Yeah.
That's in.
Next question. Do you like Lord of the Rings-esque film, like fantasy films?
No. Hate them, in fact. Usually one of my least favorite. Although...
Except for, like, the Lord of the Rings.
Well, and I famously, as been prophesized, that I'm not a huge Lord of the Rings guy. I like medieval stuff, to be sure. That's fine. But when like dragons and wizards are twirling their old swans about,
and their dicks around,
my dicks are out, you lose me a little bit there. That's going nuts.
Although you can respect the Lord of the Rings, right? You respect what them and like Game of Thrones have done, and
they're cool.
Last question: Do you like when the lead character is just called by their profession?
Like the beekeeper.
Like the beekeeper. Yo, you're right. Yes.
I do like that. You're right.
Well,
hello, gas man.
If you've answered yes to liking movies with Jason Statham, fantasy films like The Lord of the Rings, or when the main character is called by his profession, you've come to the right place.
You
This is
should
the
be
good-
dancing, yeah.
Yeah.
Should be dancing.
Dancing. Yeah.
What is the good, the bad, and the movies?
Da
Oh my God, I'm dancing now. The movies.
This is the good, the bad, and the good, the bad, and the
The
dungeon.
Bee Gees. The G's in the movies.
Ooh.
And the dungeon.
And this week, we watched a film called In the Name of the King, a Dungeon Siege Tale from 2007.
Tale spelled T-A-L-E, importantly.
Yes, yeah, a Dungeon Siege Tale, like Jason Alexander's and Shallow Hal.
No, yeah, the opposite of that deepness.
Had you heard of
Yeah.
this movie or seen it before?
No, and yes. No, actually, no, I haven't.
Oh.
I had not heard of it, but I had seen it. No. No to both. Like I said, I don't think I've seen a Statham.
I don't think I have either.
I may have seen a Bowl, but I don't think I've seen Statham. So I know his reputation is of, we'll talk about it in the casting. I mean, it's Statham. I know his reputation is like a shitty actor now. Maybe once he was like a good action actor in the mid 90s, and since then has been like a weird. He works for the Russians or something too.
He's just always like a knockoff Jason Bourne or James Bond, and also British, and
he's
like what the roles of like what Vin Diesel and The Rock are getting, and he's got the B roles of them.
And I think there was a point in the mid 90s when everyone's like, "Oh shit, we got a live one here," and then he was an idiot and burned it and was stupid and bad.
And that man was Ray Liotta.
He's dead now.
He is. Rest in peace. I had heard of this film just due to notoriety of what surrounds this film, and I've heard of it being kind of a cult movie, yes, and being bad and all that, but I had never seen it. But before we get into that, we're drinking beers. I've got a beer from Soda Station, a local Montana or local Billings like soda shop where you can customize your own soda. This is called the Mystic Lake with light ice. It's got Mountain Dew, strawberry puree, orange puree, and pina colada puree.
It's like it's blowing my mind. He's not drinking a beer. He fooled you guys. He's gaslighting you. He's drinking some sort of Sonic thing. And then I got, what is this here? I got a Coke Zero, 0 sugar, 0 calories. I don't know how it gets so much flavor.
Zero Lowry's.
Zero Lowry's by Malcolm Lowry. This guy was a big alcoholic. Speaking of beers.
Ooh.
Yeah. R.I.P. Yeah, it was written in like the 30s. R.I.P.
Him and Ray Liotta and Whoopi.
And Ray Liotta's dead too. Yeah.
And Tito Jackson just died today.
Oh.
I hear Alex and the cat.
Yeah, you'd be in bad.
So let's get into this. Our director today is Uwe Boll.
Uwe Boll.
Uwe.
And that usually is the sound you make when you watch a Uwe movie. Uwe.
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 Uwe. I love this. Yay.
No.
Yay.
I think he's known as a hack. Is that his thing?
He is known as straight doo-doo water is what most people say. And he's not
one of our nice hacks like Albert Pien for Doll Man, of course. But for the bad hacks, I think he's known as. But
or James Wynn.
Or James Wynn, a good hack. He's a good hack at it.
Uwe Boll has done films such as German Fried Movie.
Like the American Fried Movie.
Which I think has a 1.9 out of 10 on IMDb.
Yeah.
Barshal, A Murder in Geneva, which I think has like a 3.2 out of 10 on IMDb. Amaklauf, which I think has like a 2.3 out of 10 on IMDb.
Yeah.
Sanctimony, which I think had like in the 5s.
Ooh-wee.
Blackwoods, which I think had in the 4s. House of the Head, which I think was in the 2s. Blood Rain, which I think was in the 1s. Ooh. Heart of America, Seed, Postal, Far Cry, Rampage
That's
1
a video
through
game.
3, also a video game. The Final Storm, this one, which I think had like a 1.3 out of 10, Blubberella.
He makes movies. Wow.
Yeah, Blubberella. It's a fat gorilla.
And that was in the 7s, you're right.
In the Name of the King 1 through 3, and The Assault on Wall Street.
Oh no.
It was like all garbage.
He's a hack. He's bad. Does he write? Is my question. His own things as well.
No.
He's a hired hack. He's a hack for hire.
But there were 3 writers for this.
Not Yui.
Not Yui. You got Doug Taylor, who wrote Carpenter.
Fullback, yeah.
He wrote They Wait. We waited long enough. He wrote Splice.
Oh, one of my 10 least favorite movies to ever make it out there. Splice is a sickly, a rancid movie.
Is it?
Yes, it's. I'm despondent when I watch Splice.
He wrote A Christmas Horror Story, classic for Christmas. You know, everybody loves that kind of stuff.
He wrote Splice.
He wrote Blood Honey, and he wrote Multiverse.
Okay, you don't get it. This is like a Splice is like a what you gonna call it, Little Nicky territory, my guy.
Ooh, really?
Ooh, right.
I'm looking it up right now. Splice, 2009. Adrian Brody?
Yep.
Ooh, Jeanette. Ooh.
I think there's a couple, not to spoil it, there's a couple of like interspecial rape scenes. And then I think they I'll just leave it at that.
Genetic engineers hope to achieve fame by successfully splicing together the DNA of different hybrid animals.
You turn into a bad person if you watch and like Splice.
It's rated decently.
It's because there's a lot of psychos and rapists out there, right?
It's got Robert Downey Jr. and Adrian Brody.
Yeah, you're right.
Next writer, you got Jason Rappaport.
It's a very common reporter name, journalist name, Rappaport.
Do you think related to Michael of Deep Blue Sea fame? Don't you remember him in Deep Blue Sea?
I do, and as a scumbag, but no, I don't think they're related.
And Jason Rappaport's done In the Name of the King, A Dungeon Siege Tale.
It's this one.
Yeah.
That's it?
That's it.
How do you siege a dungeon? It's weird coming out, but to siege a dungeon, you don't really have to do much.
Yo, why are you even trying to siege a dungeon?
Yeah, just one guy stand outside it.
And then the last writer is Dan Stronach.
Christ. Yeah.
And he's done a short film called The Hand of Now.
The Hand of Now.
And this. So it's pretty limited for what they've done previously.
And he, I believe, also won the Nobel Peace Prize for his work on this film, right?
Yeah, of course. He was very peaceful and getting the Krugs and the kingdom back together.
Yeah. Well done, sir.
What about that cast? You got Jason Statham.
Good. Jason Statham. Yes, sir.
You've got Ron Perlman.
Hellboy himself.
I like Ron Perlman. You've got Ray Liotta. Rest in peace.
I've always wanted to be alive.
You've got Lily Sobieski, which rings a bell, but I don't know what else Lily's even been in.
It's a Polish name.
It is, yes. You've got John Rhys Davies, Claire Forlani. You've got Kristanna Loken. You got good old Matthew Lillard.
Shaggy.
Shaggy.
He's under siege.
And Without a Paddle fame.
It wasn't me.
And then Burt Reynolds is the king.
King Burt, as they call him in Hollywood.
You've got 4 true big names with Statham, Perlman, Liotta, and Reynolds at least.
Reynolds has won an Oscar.
Has he?
Yeah, for something.
Yeah, for something he has.
For Reynolds Oscar, it says Lucas is right.
Oh, that's what Google says?
Yeah. I think he only got nominated for Boogie Nights, to be fair.
And then
only one for Birdie Boy.
And then a plot. You've got a man named Farmer sets out to rescue his kidnapped wife and avenge the death of his son. 2 acts committed by the Krugs, a race of animal warrior who are controlled by the evil Galleon.
Ugh. I like the name of the movie as a plot summary better. Under Dungeon Siege.
Yeah, and in the name of the king.
In the name of the king, siege that dungeon.
It's like
what goes on.
Plot. Spoiler alerts. He does not do it in the name of the king. He does it for himself and his family right away.
For farmer people.
And they aren't sieging a dungeon. They're trying to siege a castle.
That's what I was trying to get at. The nomenclature of this movie title and plot and character roles is a bit confusing.
And the name of my family, A Castle Siege Tale.
That's a good title, in fact, a better title, catchier too.
It's too long of a title to begin with. We've had
it's
2 of our first 4 for season 11 have colons in them. Babe, Pig in the City, and In the Name of the King, A Dungeon Siege Tale. And then in 2 weeks we've got Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2. Too many.
Which I'm not excited for. Yeah, to Winnie the Pooh and the Blood and Honeys.
Do you want to hear some history about dungeon sieging and?
How about some social studies instead about them?
Okay, yes. So we'll do the geography, we'll do the government and the history, like all encompassing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get our liberal arts movie.
In the Name of the King, A Dungeon Siege Tale is a 2007 German-American action fantasy film. It is inspired by the Dungeon Siege video game series. It premiered at the Brussels Festival of Fantastic Films in April of 2007. And Dungeon Siege is an action role-playing game developed by Gas Powered Games and published by Microsoft in April of 2002 for Microsoft Windows, and the following year by Destineer for Mac OS X. Set in the pseudo-medieval kingdom of Ebb, the high fantasy game follows a young farmer and her companions as they journey to defeat an invading force.
Does look like a chick, yeah.
Initially only seeking to warn the nearby town of the invasion of a race of creatures Frug, the farmer and the companions that join her along the way are soon swept up in finding a way to defeat another race called the Sek, resurgent after being trapped for 300 years. Now, unlike the role-playing video games of the time, the world of Dungeon Siege does not have levels, but is a single continuous area video without loading screens that the player journeys through, fighting hordes of enemies. Also, rather than...
So what is this? The movie?
This is the video game.
Okay.
Also, rather than setting character classes and manually controlling all of the characters in the group, the player controls their overall tactics and weapons and magic uses, which direct their character's growth. The game was highly rated by critics upon release, and it is listed by the review aggregator Metacritic as the 3rd highest computer-rated role-playing game of 2002.
Wow, it does look like a good game for that time period. Something that I would like to play. A lot of skeletons going on here. Some spiders. Some interesting stuff. I think I think it looks like a fun game. Is my ultimate judgment.
I think the big thing is they deviated from it being a female protagonist to make it Jason Statham.
Did they? In
Yeah,
the
I
movie,
see
is
it
that
in
the
here.
text of the movie? That's what I mean. I know, but isn't he subtextually a female in this?
I don't
Farmer.
know. I mean, I guess his name is Farmer, but it is clearly Jason Statham. Jason Statham.
Yeah, I think he's playing a woman. I think this is his.
Wow.
I think
Big role for him.
Insensitive.
He's being a woman trying to rescue his wife, of which he had a kid with. Yeah.
It's progressive.
Wow. Yeah, it was an adoption thing. They had a surrogate child.
They did, and he's
with IVF. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, some history. What about budgets?
This movie didn't, did it? Had a budget? This movie?
Can you come and guess the budget, please? Or else I am gonna have to siege your dungeon. Your budget.
Shit. Oh. That's good. I don't want my dungeon sieged.
What about your budget sieged?
My budget's constantly under siege.
Yeah, you bought 3 books.
Well, those are cheap. They're used. I think they even say something.
On page 400, it's like, this book cost you. You're like, I forgot.
This book didn't cost as much as the movie, which I'm going to guess cost $29 million.
Good guess. It's $60 million.
So Seth wins.
Seth does win by a wide margin.
I mean, okay. But that doesn't mean
a lot of Grux, you know.
There were Cruxes, I guess.
Or Krugs.
Right.
Yeah.
A lot of glunks in this one. So I'm gonna say, now I'm guessing, for people who don't know at home, the opening weekend box office gross.
It came out
Canada and America
on January 13th, 2000.
That's bad. That's a bad weekend to come out on. Dumpuary. $3 million. This movie's
yeah, and I'm gonna round that for you. You got it right.
Yeah.
$3.3 million.
Yeah, that's right. Seth, suck it.
Don't open January 13th. Bad time.
Bad weekend. You're still going against the Oscar players. Yeah.
Yep, you're going against Oscar players and Christmas films. You don't have a chance.
It's your fault.
U.S. and Canada total after a $3.3 million opening weekend.
But they rounded out to a $13 million total.
Oh, you just missed it.
No.
You're off by 8.2. They made $4.8 million in the U.S.
Good. I'm kind of glad that they did that. So.
4.8. And then worldwide, it is a German production as well. So did Germany like this? Did China like this?
British. Did China like this to the tune of 15 million?
Nice. 13.1.
So I'm up 3-2 on Seth because I got one.
3-2. So a $60 million budget, only making 13 worldwide.
And they made how many of these?
3 of them.
They surely thought, surely the first time was a fluke. They loved it. They really actually loved it. They really need 2 more.
We're going to back this. Number 2.
You know what the people loved? Came out to support in droves.
They seized the theaters because they loved it so much.
That might have been. They might have been there a while.
So, a horrendous flop of a movie. Like, one of the biggest we've had.
That's probably why it's on here, I would imagine.
That is why it's on here. One of the biggest flops. And then, and of course, that means it's not a Mookie winner. It's a Moopie winner.
It was a Moopie winner.
So make sure we send that to Dennis Rodman so he can add it to his list. So he knows.
Yeah, so he knows.
And then taglines. We've got just one. I'm going to back up from it a little bit. From my mic.
Let me hit me with it.
Rise and fight!
Yes, sir. I thought you were going to do like a...
Oh. You thought I was going to do a stereotypical Asian accent.
Yeah, and I was scared.
Oh. Yeah.
Dungeon Siege. That's pretty good, actually. I like that. I like a tagline that's an instruction that lets me know what to do. Rise and fight.
Down,
You
watch
got it, hostess.
my first one. Sit down. Watch the movie.
I would listen. You get more seats that way. More tickets.
They probably would have made more money. Everybody was out rising and fighting. They weren't in the theaters.
You're probably right. The testosterone, though. The vibes. How about, why don't you put your attention at siege?
Ooh.
Yeah.
What about
He who laughs last laughs loudest.
That's very wordy and kind of a tongue twister for you there.
You're welcome.
I mean, I guess we kind of already said this, but this should just be a theater siege tale.
A theater siege. I also like your true tagline of it. In the name of my family.
Oh yeah.
Castle. A siege. Let's siege this castle.
In the name of my family. And then it's also got just Vin Diesel hidden on the
He's
cover.
always there.
He's always there. Him and Jason Statham always fighting for the same roles. I bet Vin Diesel was pissed when he didn't get the beekeeper.
Yeah, he's been keeping bees for years already.
So long. We could have done this too. I already kind of said this, but ooh-wee, I'm excited for this film. Or ooh-wee, get excited.
Ooh-wee.
Bad boy. Jinjo, it's Mongo.
Mongo is about to get swapped.
Mongo, can you rate some movies for me?
He gets one, he says, because he's been bad today.
Oh, I only get one? Mongo, what do you think of the new Dungeons and Dragons movie?
Dungeons and Dragons movie, Mongo, 2023. He thought it was a fun and moving tale, 8.2.
Wow, really high. My pharmacy manager also saw it, and he said, obviously it's not that great of a film, but like it was fun, and he kind of enjoyed it, and it went into the Dungeons and Dragons lore a little better than previous ones had.
Did he lasagna scale it?
No, he didn't lasagna it, unfortunately.
Don't step on the AC, Mongo. He tried to step on the AC.
He probably would have given it like a 7 or something. He says he likes the movie Monster Trucks.
Ah. Was he 4?
Actually, several of my technicians say they liked Monster Trucks too. They thought it was really cute and good.
What is this, the fucking baby pharmacy?
Yeah, we only give out meds to babies.
That's right. And you're also all babies yourselves. For babies by babies.
Wow.
That's right.
Here's your pills. Wow.
Who on earth likes monster trucks? Whatever it was.
I mean, a fantastic episode from us, but
Creech was in it.
I know he was in it, but we did great.
The worst looking monster of all, cute monster of all time.
We did great with the substance there. That and Moonfall have got to be some of my favorite episodes.
Yeah, you're right.
Seth just listened to Moonfall for like I think it was the first time he'd ever listened to it, and he told me it was hilarious.
It is a funny movie.
Oh no, I'm late for Astronaut Day. What would Elon do?
Yeah, which aged well.
You're a part of the moon now. So those are our taglines. What about facts?
In the name of the truth.
Ooh, that's good. What about Apurist facts.
What about Halo Mama facts?
Ooh, yeah, that's a good one. Hey, little mama facts. Uh,
Portugal facts.
what did you just say?
Portugal facts.
And what does that
That's about
mean?
Portugal. Portugal facts.
Oh, you were just saying it with a weird inflection.
Portuguese.
Portuguese facts. I don't think I have enough facts that pertain to the Portuguese culture or Portugal in general.
I think I could probably get you there.
I'm thinking Halo Mama facts is
Halo Mama. Halo Mama.
because he always says that when he's looking for Solana. Halo Mama Solana.
Hello, Mama. Hello, Mama. I sure want another.
It wasn't me. Shaggy facts.
Shaggy facts.
But she caught me on the counter. It wasn't facts.
It wasn't facts. That's pretty good. Halo Mama facts.
Do you want, wait, you get to pick. Do you want Hey Little Mama facts? Or do you want, but she caught me on the counter, it wasn't facts?
I want Halo Mama facts.
Hey Little Mama.
He says that all the time.
Hey Little Mama facts. Yeah, because he did. It fits. Okay. Hey Little Mama, you want to hear some facts? Remember when I did the Prospector Cats facts during Spirited Away?
That was good. That was a good bit. You did them all.
Well, hi, Isaac. You don't like to use a storyboard.
You don't. You don't.
I was telling.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, I was going to ask if Uwe uses a storyboard.
He probably does, and they're probably bad.
Yeah.
I was telling one of my other pharmacists that when we did Shallow Hal, we made all these shallow versions of other movies, like Shallow Schindler's List, where they only save the hot Jews, and Shallow Finding Nemo, where it's just in a pond, and then I brought up Shallow Toy Story, where Woody has a Woody the whole time, and he was laughing so much at that, he thought it was so funny. He was like, okay, then tell me this. What, in this Toy Story movie, what is Buzz Lightyear's catchphrase then? And off the top of my head, I said, to infinity and your mom.
He did. It would be Shallow Buzz.
Shallow Buzz. Yeah, he loves MILFs.
He loves banging MILFs.
Yeah, he loves banging MILFs. And Woody always has a Woody.
Yeah.
You don't even want to know about Ham.
I was gonna say, Mr. Potato Head, or like Mr. Dickhead Head. They fuck him to death. Yeah. Yeah.
He's got so many holes in him, you know.
That's what I mean. They weren't there before.
And they can jelk with Slinky Dog.
They wound fucked him. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, wound fucking. The gash.
Oh my goodness. What's our first ooey fact?
First Hello Mama fact is that script development took over a year. In the end, Doug Taylor rewrote 80% of the script because the original story was considered too similar to the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Wow. I could see that, but that a year to fix that? To get away from the Lord of the Rings? A while.
You know, it also had a lot of Lord of the Rings stuff in it. Frickin' Shrek, and Shrek rocks.
Shrek rocks.
Next, the medicine that Merrick gives Farmer was actually tea mixed with ketchup. Uwe Boll purposefully concocted to make sure to get a disgusted reaction from Jason Statham.
Uwe.
He
knows. That's just British stuff, though. They just drink that.
They love tea with ketchup. That's fucking crazy.
They call that crimpets unknown. They call it the bloody backyard.
The bloody backyard. Ooh, I like
bloody
that.
Backyard.
Because the ketchup is red and tea and grass and the leaves.
Right.
That it fits perfectly.
That's what they call it.
Next Halo Mama facts is that production of the computer-generated imagery was convoluted and problematic. Uwe Boll claims that he had to fire several different CGI providers who had then, when he hired them, outsourced their jobs to lower quality studios that worked for less money.
Oh, that's a smart way to do it.
What kind of companies was he hiring that then they outsourced it to China?
That's crazy. That's a smart company. Just never do anything to work.
Yeah.
I would work for that.
I think that's most mega corporations.
I guess everybody.
When you're at the top.
That's capitalism.
Next, the first public cut of the film to be released was completed 8 hours before its screening. Uwe Boll personally flew the movie from Vancouver to Los Angeles in a helicopter to have it delivered.
I mean, that probably costs $100,000 right there.
I know.
Shit like that. That's crazy.
Finish your movie more than 8 hours before. This is like classic high school procrastinating your term.
That's ooey shit. You're right. I would do that. Yeah, that's relatable.
Next, Jason Statham filmed many of his action scenes while nursing an injured tendon in his foot. He is noticeably impaired while running throughout the film.
Oh, he had turf toe.
Ooh, he had trench foot.
Ooh, he had foot and mouth disease.
Ooh, he had. I don't.
It's foot and mouth. That's the thing.
Hand, foot, mouth.
Why are you putting your foot in your mouth? Yeah.
It's like spread from little kids and babies and stuff when they're always touching their feet and their hands and then.
Oh, gross! Don't do that, babies.
Babies do it.
Any babies listening?
He's got athlete's foot.
Yeah, he's got bone spurs.
He's got torn Achilles.
He's got plantar fasciitis.
He's got a foot in his ass.
That's right.
That's the one. Yeah. Next, while filming an outdoor scene, Burt Reynolds grew overheated in his armored costume, became unconscious, and fell from the platform on which the duel was being filmed. Reynolds claims that this was the only time in his career that he had to miss a day of filming due to sickness or injury.
He grew.
Remember when we did Super Mario Bros. And there was a guy that like got electrocuted almost to death, and then somebody like got in a near fatal car accident, and then what was the guy's name that played Mario? Shit. Oh, Jinjo's being loud. Why can't I remember his name? He got his arm shut in the van and like broke his arm, so they had to have a cast on him.
Yeah, that's right. That was a fun production.
Yeah,
the guy who played Mario too.
They loved it. It was Bob Hoskins.
That's right. I love Bob Hoskins.
Next fact is that during production, Uwe Boll sponsored a charity visit to the set. Guests got to see behind-the-scenes work, and proceeds were donated to children's hospitals. Ray Liotta was extremely upset by this irregularity. In future interviews, he would talk about how crazy Boll was for allowing so many spectators on the set.
He hated the cancer kids. I'm with Uwe on that one.
Ray Liotta's just he's a classicist. He likes to do it by the book. He's done.
He hates cancer kids, actually.
Yeah, that's it. He's done Goodfellas. He's worked with Martin Scorsese. He doesn't need cancer kids on his set.
Don't want them.
Because it's too dangerous with all the Krugs around, you know?
Yeah. They could get cancer, and you don't want that.
Yeah, you don't want the Krugs to get cancer. Only a couple more. 3 more. Next fact is that Kevin Costner was offered the lead role, but turned it down.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
And
this doesn't seem like his type of shit.
The role of Sorlana was also offered to Jessica Alba and Jessica Biel before they landed on Claire Forlani.
Yeah. That's around when they're popping. I could see that too.
The only one they were missing was Simpson there.
She was dating Romo at the time.
She was dating Romo at the time. Yeah, this is not a Kevin Costner film at all.
This is a cool movie.
Penultimate is that. This is the stupidest fucking fact of all time. Well, Burt Reynolds fell over while trying to open a Frube on set.
A what?
A Frube.
What's that?
Frube. I had to look it up to see if it was like if it like meant anything, and I think it's just like a Go-Gurt in a way.
Oh.
So
over. That is a good fact. That's my favorite fact.
He fell over while trying to open it. Yeah, these are Frubes. They look exactly like Go-Gurts.
Wow, poor Burt Reynolds.
Frubes high-res restock. Yeah, it's just a British Go-Gurt, and he fell over. So keep him in your thoughts and prayers, folks. And my last Halo Mama fact today is our nominations. And there's not a lot. At the Hessian Film Awards, this was the winner for the Ehrenpreis des Hessischen Minister Präsidenten.
The Haitian Award, yes.
At the Leo Awards, it was winner for Best Costume Design in a Feature-Length Drama.
Wow.
It was also the winner for Best Production Design in a Feature-Length Drama, and a nominee for Best Film Editing in a Feature-Length Drama.
Some craft.
And then lastly, at the Razzies, it was a 5-time nominee, 1-time winner. It was nominated for Worst Picture, Worst Supporting Actress for Lily Sobieski, Worst Supporting Actor for Burt Reynolds, and Worst Screenplay. And it took home the win for Uwe Boll for Worst Director.
Wow. Poor guy. Uwe.
So, that is going to end today, our Hello Mama Facts.
But, Brandon, don't be sad.
I'm not sad.
We still have to get into the movie.
And Nicole Kidman.
Do that first.
Of course we do that first. How do you forget?
We did it second last time.
No, we did it second only once on the second half of Shallow Hal because Seth and I were playing a prank on you.
I didn't notice.
Yeah, you just pretended to be Nicole Kidman there. You were like, hello.
So we got Nicole. We got Nicole here.
And she's German.
And she thinks her 10-year-old is her husband.
No. We can't redo Bert.
She's under siege.
She's under siege.
Her name is Blacksmith, and she's a blacksmith.
She's under seas. She's a blacksmith under the sea. But it's like hard to do blacksmith work because all of her tools are wet.
And she's slippery.
She's so slippery. But luckily, she's learned. She's learned to set up base next to an underwater volcano so that anytime it erupts, she can do her blacksmith work.
Right under the volcano. That's right.
Yeah. So yeah, she's a underseas blacksmith that works.
And she spreads her volcano. That's right.
She spreads her V. We don't know.
Oh, Brandon.
It could stand for volcano. It could stand for virtue. It could stand for vulva. We don't know. But yeah, she's an underseas blacksmith. She works right underneath, right next to a underseas volcano, and she just has to wait for it to erupt. And when it does,
then she's under siege.
Boy, does she get a lot of work. Yeah, they all swarm her. She's under siege from them.
That's right. In a good way.
But she can get away because she's so slippery.
And then it's underwater.
Yeah, and that's what you get with a wet Nicole. And her V.
Seth would be excited for that. But now
he probably wouldn't be excited for a
movie.
A movie.
Movie.
Get out of here.
Movie.
Stupid microphone.
Movie. All right, and then I gotta go fucking deal with my cat. See ya, Brandon.
Later.